Open your eyes. Wake up, Link. That is a Sheikah slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber. Hold the Sheikah slate up to the pedestal. That will show you the way. Link, you are the light. Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
Hey everybody, it's Stormy Iris, and welcome to my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Released long ago on the Wii U and Nintendo Switch, and the upcoming Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which will be Switch exclusive, which is why I'm playing this now, because I wanted to be able to cover it before Tears of the Kingdom drops. First things first, you might notice that the game is running exponentially better than the actual game does. And that's because I am running to be able to preserve this game's natural beauty, because this is a very good looking game. I am playing this through a unspecified emulator. I know the entire world can get up in arms about it, but for your information, I do own both the Wii U versions and the Wii version of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I own DLC for both of them, Wii U and Switch, and I have, to my standards, 100% completed the game on both versions. So, and I have purchased the Switch version of Breath of the Wild multiple times. So Nintendo has my money for this game, and I want to be able to preserve a lot of the the natural beauty in this game, because this game is absolutely stunning of a game. I really want to preserve that. For the most part, anyone who wants to know, I'll leave my PC specs in the description below. I'm not running a whole lot of extra things, just upping the quality of the game, 60 FPS, popping some of the colors and shadows a bit better, so not a whole lot changes from this, but, yeah, let's, sir. Press the right stick, be able to zoom in. Sir, may I have your apple? I'm gonna take it anyway, whether you like it or not, but you got a baked apple.
I beg your pardon. I do believe that is my baked apple. You just can't go taking whatever you please. Oh, forgive me. I could not resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself. An apple and an open flame make for a succulent treat. It is a bit strange to see another soul in these parts.
Who are you?
Me? I'll spare you my life story. I'm just an old fool who has lived here alone for quite some time now. What brings a bright-eyed young man like you to a place like this?
Where are we?
Answering a question with a question. That is fair enough. As I cannot imagine our meeting to be a simple coincidence, I shall tell you. This is the Great Plateau. According to legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule.
Voice acting is on point for the series.
That temple there, long ago, it was a site of
Many sacred ceremonies. I messed that up. My bad.
Ever since the decline of the kingdom 100 years ago, and it sat abandoned in a state of decay. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self.
Wow. Pretty mysterious straight off the bat. Alright, so getting into the world here. Kind of go over some things to begin with. So, you hit the pause button, it'll bring up our menu. Here is where we'll be able to have an entire selection of everything that we could possibly want. We have our weapons, which contains of 2 sticks and an axe. Excellent. We have our old shirt and well-worn trousers. These are your armor. Clothes are an essential part of your defense. There are other ways of getting defense that we'll go into later, but for right now, any armor or clothes pieces are going to be your #1 goal. For your materials, any material that you'll get throughout your adventure will be stored here. That being main food ingredients, any monster parts, etc. They will always be stored in this area. Not even just that, you'll also find random things out in the wild. They'll just be here. Your food. This is where any cooked food that you'll have will be stored. This is essentially your heart system for this game. This is where you'll be recovering your hearts. We'll get into how we're going to be getting more hearts later on, but for right now, stock up on as much food in the early game as you can, because it will come in handy throughout a lot of your adventures. So, we'll also get into more different effects that food can have. But for right now, we have this mere baked apple. And your key items. This is where any major key items throughout your adventure will be stored. For right now, we just have the secret slate. A mysterious tablet with a glowing center. You've never seen this device before, and yet there's something familiar about it. Alright. So, going forward, you can pick any item up. Oh. Give it. No! Crap. Oh. I'm being ridiculed for not being able to get the lizard.
Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
Tell us about the Sheikah slate. Do that. Be able to check there. Follow the Sheikah slate objective. I'm upset. Nope. I gotta get used to the fact that I haven't played Breath of the Wild a hot minute, so I'm gonna have to get used to the controls here. I did like play the early game, or at least the Great Plateau on a separate file, so that I can get a lot of the shaders. Oh, I missed. Okay, so getting into combat, this is your basic Bokoblin. I believe they have 13 HP. They're not very tough. They're gonna have your basic weapons like your sticks, your tree branches, your Bokobubs, clubs, stuff like that. Okay, what I want you to do, I want you to do a jump attack, please. I want to show something off. Yes. Okay, so but dodging at the perfect moment will allow you to do a thing called a flurry rush, and that will allow you, ow, to be able to do a rush of attacks, like so. This is how you're going to be able to do a lot of your damage on major enemies going forward. Use this wisely. It'll allow you to do some pretty cool stuff, and there's a lot of really cool advanced tech with the game that allows you to pull some really cool stuff off. I mean, I'm not able to do it, but if you ever want something to look up... Oh, no, compiling shaders. I don't know why. Again, I did a lot of... If it lags in certain parts, I'm sorry. Because again... Oh, crap, I don't have a weapon. Oh. Again, I'm gonna get confused, because I'm playing other games right now, too. Come on. Attack me. Attack me. Do it. The flurry rush. You want to be able to practice these things early on. As it will... It's a good skill. These are good skills to learn. Very early on. Again, I've been playing other games that have the button combination all weird, so it's gonna take me a hot minute to get used to this. Here, we got Choo-Choo. Choo-Choos are stupidly easy to kill. They're not very tough, but they get you Choo-Choo Jelly. Hold on to Choo-Choo Jelly. It is quite useful for a lot of different reasons. Yeah, definitely hold on to it, because you're not only going to be able to get base Choo-Choo Jelly, you're going to be able to get elemental Choo-Choo Jelly, too. Alright, got another Bokoblin here. That's attack, okay. The dodge. Okay, so we're gonna get into a certain controversial element in this game. It is still hotly debated online as a feature. This is just how controversial this feature is. And that is weapon durability. We've got better armor, so as you see, our trousers were 1 defense, now we got 3 defense, so we're at 4 now, so we're taking less damage overall. So we're going to get into a very controversial feature, which is the weapon durability system. Weapons have durability in this game. It's nothing new. It's not some brand new thing in video gaming. Every game, a lot of games have done it. Minecraft is one big game. There are some other ones that are just slipping my mind. But this is like one of the big ones because it has been very controversial in terms of like how it makes you have to rely on getting weapons. I like the feature. It's good, so you're not just abusing super strong weapons. It makes you rely on other weapons as well. So you're going to be carrying a lot of really unique weapons. So I want you to do another one, please. No. Yeah, doing different attacks. Ow! Bonked me, dude. Get it back up. Use a jump. A lot of enemy... There we go. There's gonna be other really cool ways to be able to disarm enemies. Oh, jeez, it ended up all the way over here. There's other techniques to disarm your enemies, which is a very good technique to learn. Got a lot of really cool things in this game. There's a lot of really cool care that went into the systems of this game. Press right on the D-pad on both versions. You'll be able to switch between your weapons. We don't have a means to switch between that, so we can only do that for right now. Okay. Open up this chest. We're going to get arrows. That only means we're going to get a bow. Yeah, so your bow is going to be quite useful for your ranged attacks. There are some melee weapons that do ranged attacks, but for the most part, your bows are going to be what's going to be carrying you throughout your range. There are quite a lot of enemies that are very exclusively better dealt with ranged weapons. And we'll get into those as we get, oh. I'm tired. Crap. Here we go. So yeah, if your stamina runs out, you're going to be not doing a whole lot of anything, because you won't be able to do anything. So, a good technique is to make sure your stamina wheel never runs out. There are ways to increase it. We'll see that later. Even temporary increasements. That sounds weird. I don't know if that's an actual word. But check this. We're going to get a soldier's bow. Now, for this Let's Play, I am going to be implementing elements of speedrunning tactics. Because I think they're really cool. Oh. Okay. I guess I didn't do that before. Okay, so this one's really cool. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. I did not mean to do that. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. That's what I get for trying to be cool and showing off cool speedrunning tactics. Okay, try that again. It'll load you back to your most recent autosave, and that's pretty much after you get anything cool. Okay, so try this again. I am doing... Oh, you wanna know why? Because I'm trying to pull out my other things that I don't have. Okay, for real this time. Yeah, don't worry too much about deaths. In some cases, death can actually be a good thing, because it'll reset you back to where you have a lot of your items that you may have wasted on a certain thing. I still messed it up. I'm good at this game, I swear to God. I know this is gonna be really goofy. But again, I'm just getting back into the swing of things. It's gonna be a lot cooler as soon as we get going here. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, you're such a noob. Why do you suck at this game, bro? What the hell? There we go. That's how you do it. So when you want to run off a cliff, I'll explain this really in the most brief way possible. You run off a cliff, hold your weapon out. Oh. Do that. And you, like when you go to throw it, when you let go of the throw button, you want to bring up your weapon select or armor or shield or anything, and then swap to a next weapon, and it tricks the game and it resets your fall point for some odd reason. So you want to do it more closer to the ground, but it negates fall damage. It's really good technique to learn. This game is really fun when you implement a lot of really cool techniques into it. That's why I want to be able to show it off, to show something successful. That's why I kept dying over and over again. Yeah, it's going to take me a bit to get used to it, but, I mean, a lot of it, too, comes down to me wanting to try to pull out, like, a shield or something, because it's, like, the easiest thing for me to do. But a shield is what I did not have. Okay, so we're going to come over here. This is using the environment to our advantage. So this is stealth. Stealth is going to reduce your noise, so that it's going to be harder for enemies to detect you, especially when you're hiding behind certain objects that are going to be able to bring you out of sight. There's a lot of different stealth things that pair really well together. We'll see that in the game. So we're going to drop this. That's going to blow that up. Using the environment to kill your enemies. Really good technique. Really helpful. Learn to do it. We're going to get this. We're going to get a seared steak. I believe that's going to heal the 1.5, if I remember correctly. Yep, okay. No, I don't want to eat it. Again, it's going to take me a bit to get used to the Nintendo control scheme. So over here, we'll get to that in just a second. So, enemies can also not just wield melee weapons. So over here, you're going to see this. What bow do I have out right now? I have that, okay. So I want to get a good one shot on these guys. So enemies can also wield ranged weapons. They can hold pretty much any type of weapon. As long as they can pick it up and use it as a weapon, they can use it. Okay, so I'm going to try not to miss my shot here. There we go. Got him. So yeah. Multiple types of enemies can have different types of things. Different variations of enemies are going to... There we go. Got him. Oh yeah, headshot. Any enemy's head with, or any critical point, is what I really should say. If you can hit an enemy at a critical point, like a moblin, bokoblin in the head, it'll count as a critical hit. Other enemies have a certain weak point. We'll see that as soon as we get to it, but there we go. Easy as pie. Alright. So, to come over this way, we're going to grab this guy's stuff. Got a traveler's sword, 5 damage, really good. You'll be able to throw weapons, and we have a shield. Awesome. Shields are going to be pretty useful because they're going to be able to parry attacks and for some other really cool techniques later on down the line. Alright, so we'll come over here. This is where the where we needed to go, click on this.
Try to remember. You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Now then, you must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
Pretty ominous, if I do say so myself. Alright. So, as we can see, a lot of these towers have sprung up all over Hyrule, which is awesome. Also, that's glowing. Let's, get down and see what's up. Yep. How you do successfully.
It's the old man. Hello. My. It would seem we have quite the enigma here. This towers and others just like it have erupted across the land, one after another. It's almost as though a long dormant power has awakened quite suddenly. If you do not mind me asking, did anything odd occur while you were on top of that tower?
I heard a voice.
Well now, a voice you say? Did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice?
No, we did not.
I see. Well, that is unfortunate. I assume you caught sight of that atrocity enshrouding the castle. That is Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. There it festers, building its strength from the moment it will unleash its blight upon the land once again. It would appear that that moment is fast approaching. I must ask you, courageous one, if you intend to make your way to the castle.
I do.
I had a feeling you would say that. Here on this isolated plateau, we are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. If you were trying to jump off, well, no death could be more certain. Certain or more foolish.
Foolish? God.
Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that would be quite another story.
Paraglider?
Ho, piqued your interest, have I? Yes, I didn't come soaring down here on my own feathery wings, you know. Worry not. I will happily agree to give you my paraglider, but not for nothing. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby?
The isolated plateau. Main quest. The adventure log?
Come, let me show you something.
Just take in this game. I can never get over just how good this game looks. It's so good. And, well, yeah, I was totally on the idea of playing this on the original hardware. I just don't think it would have been able to do a series like this justice.
Do you see that structure there? The one shining with a strange light. It began glowing at the exact moment those towers rose up from the ground. I would think such a place might have some sort of treasure, wouldn't you? Treasure for the paraglider. A fair exchange, I believe.
And with that, we have our main quest. Next time on The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, we're heading over to that strange structure over there, right? See you guys then.